What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video. Somehow, in the midst of doing my last video on this one, I managed to lose the little microphone piece on my headphones. So I did do a test video, and it does seem to sound okay. If it ends up sounding like complete trash, I will go ahead and redo the video. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, because we can always use more of you guys viewing this. So, a member of my group I kind of caught the end part of a conversation that they were having. I have a lot of level 18 players in with us right now, and they are taking my advice, camping low level, and hopefully going to win the mega prize in CoM. When they do that, they are going to be having quite a bit of Sims cash. Now, you guys need to utilize this opportunity. Okay. If you get the mega prize, or if you've purchased cash packs and you have a substantial amount of money. Yes, I have videos on what to spend your cash on. However, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about that because I noticed she was talking about not buying a Maxis right away and buying storage for 18 a piece. Okay. Now, in my opinion, and if it were me, I would not do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because each time you guys increase the capacity, you go up in capacity by 5. However, as you know, when you pay $18 cash, you're only getting one of those items. You're not getting the full 25. So that being said, her storage right now, and I wrote it down, she is at, second here. I know it's in the chat. Where the hell did they go? Okay. All right. She's at 120 storage. It is 5 of each to upgrade. Okay. So that being said, it's going to cost quite a bit, actually. You're looking at spending, Jesus, I think it's $450 to upgrade is what the math was. I can't find my damn shit. But anyways, all right. She has 120 space. It goes up 1 item each time. So, every 5 times you upgrade, it's going to go up by 1. So if it costs 5 of each to upgrade, you're going to be able to do that 5 times, and then it's going to go up to 6. It's going to hit the maximum. It's going to max out at 25 a piece. So that's 75 storage items in total. And then if you were to do that, times 18 and buy each one individually, you're looking at $1,350 to expand your storage by 5. If you were to buy it individually in cash. I do not recommend this at all. It is a huge ripoff, okay? Now, I know that you might not feel that the Maxis is super important right now and that you feel that storage is really important. And you're right, okay? However, if you choose to do this and you choose to not buy your Maxis, you are going to be wasting a lot of money on storage pieces that are actually pretty easily obtainable for you at a low level. There will be cash promotion or bundles or whatever that will pop up on the left-hand side of your screen. Depending on the level that you are and depending on what storage you have unlocked will depend on what size pops up. So usually for me, at the level that I'm at, what pops up is storage times 10. I get 10 of each storage, and usually it costs me 216 cash is the bundle. Now, for low-level people, it will probably be substantially less. It will probably be something like, I think my feeder gets it for 5 of each storage, and it's like 100 and something cash is what it offers. Same with the daily Sims cash promotion on the right-hand side of your screen. For lower-level people, it's going to be different. Like she was stating in hers, that hers is $13.99 she gets 225 cash and then 30 a day for 30 days. Whereas mine was 650, 50 a day for 30 days and $19. Okay, so you just kind of have to go with what's at your level. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is there's going to be certain priorities that you're going to want to focus on. For example, when you guys first get Sims Cash, if you guys are winning the Mega, okay, so when you go over here and you look at the leagues, let's say that you win Mega. So you get the 2,000 cash, and then you get the 10 gold tokens, and you're level 18. You're not going to be able to use those tokens right now, but you're going to get them. You don't miss out on them. You just can't use them. When you unlock the 250 platinum keys, I strongly recommend that you guys save the keys. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that you hold on to your cash because of how many accidental in-game purchases I have had and many others have had. But if you're somebody who never has that problem, then yes, save it. But I've hit that stupid button way too many times on these cash to coin bundles, and they're just an absolute joke. Or I've been, making textiles or, whatever, and I've accidentally hit to buy one for like 87 cash, and that really, really sucks. So if you're somebody who doesn't have that issue, don't really worry about it. You can go ahead and save it. So there's 3 main priorities you're going to want to focus on. The very, very first thing and the most important thing at your level is going to be, if let's say you're level 18 through 24. The very first thing is your shops. You're going to want to unlock all 11 slots for each shop that you have unlocked. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, you're missing a lot of shops at level 18. So you guys need to keep in mind however much it costs for you to unlock each shop, which correct me if I'm wrong, I absolutely could be. I haven't done this in a long time, but I do believe that it is 450 in cash by the time you unlock every slot in one shop. That being said, you need to account for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shops. Don't worry about the Santa's Workshop or the sports shop. Don't max those out because they are temporary. I don't really like buying slots in those ones just because, like I said, they're temporary. It's a waste of money. And yeah, so if you want to unlock them, go ahead. I just don't see a point in unlocking more than maybe 4 or 5 slots in each one. Now, because you haven't unlocked the home appliance shop, you're going to have to be level 29 to unlock that. You haven't unlocked the fast food shop. And I do believe that those are the last 2. Okay, so you guys need to have set aside, you guys need to have at least 900 cash for those 2 shops. Because think about it, by the time you unlock these, you're not going to be at level 18 anymore, so you're not going to be winning CoM very easily. So before you leave level 18 and proceed on, to level 30, 31 or whatever, make sure that you have that money set aside to unlock those shops. Hang on just a second here. Second priority, the Maxis Manor. You're going to find this in your health tab. This is very, very, very important. I know some of you might just be thinking, well, you know what? I don't want a Maxis. I don't care. I'll just go with hospitals. Big no-no. Don't do it. First off, if you are eventually going to care what your city looks like, you might want to consider the Maxis. Now, I will say this. You guys want to think ahead. What is it? And ask yourself this. What is it that you want from your city long term? Okay, because the whole point in you guys camping low level is so that you guys don't have to pay for my mistakes, basically. But it's so that you guys are prepared, right? And that you have an easier time. So that being said, if you are eventually going to care what your city looks like, I strongly recommend that you guys get these Maxis Manors. However, My first one was 1,000 cash. No biggie. My second one, 2,000 cash. Yeah, okay. The third one, I believe I paid like 4,000 or something. The fourth one is 8,000. As you can see, I have not purchased it. Somebody had asked me in my group, I wasn't online when they asked, but they asked me if 5 was the maximum. No, 8 is the maximum. Not per map. This includes all your maps. So you can't buy 8 Maxis Manors on one map and then go and buy 8 more on another. I don't know exactly how much these go up each time, because the third one was a huge jump. It was like 4,000 or some ridiculous shit. That is totally up to you. It depends how much you're spending on the game and how easily cash is coming to you. The reason I have not purchased the fourth one isn't because I don't want it. It is because I cannot win the mega prize without spending a shit ton of cash because I'm high level. So that being said, if I was to have to pay real cash for it, it would be $100. And I'm not spending no $100 damn on one Maxis. This is something that you are going to want to buy early on. One, it's going to save you a ton of coins from buying hospitals, fire, police. Okay, so 46,000 for that one, just to have one of each. Okay, so then you go look at your health, 71 there, and police. Now, I don't remember, these might go up in price. I can't remember. I know they cap out if they do, because they've been the same price for several times I've purchased it now. But either way, you are going to save a substantial amount of coins, space, looks, and you have the added benefit that every 24 hours it offers you a VU item of their choice, and you can purchase it to stock up on VU. Now, you might say, okay, well, VU isn't really a major concern of mine right now. I'm more worried about storage, which is totally fine. And if you want to use your cash and spend it on storage or dozer, I recommend that you don't buy them individually through the menu, but that you buy the promotions as they pop up. I usually buy them every time they pop up, whether they be for dozer or storage. I recently stopped buying the dozer ones because I was unable to hold that much dozer, and I still have quite a bit of population I need to unlock my last map. And then I was actually buying it so that I could trade the dozer for storage, but the problem is everybody in my group wants storage, not dozer, so I haven't been able to really trade any for storage. If I were you, I wouldn't waste the cash on storage if you're thinking about buying them individually. I would not spend $18 a piece and only be able to upgrade like 15 space for some ridiculous amount, like 1,500 to 2,000 cash. It's a waste. Now, let's say that you have won the mega maybe twice, 3 times. So you've been able to max out all your shops. You have the 900 put away for the other 2 shops. You have 2 or even 3 Maxis Manors. And now you're wondering, you know, what do I do with my cash? What should I use it for? What should I save it for? That kind of stuff. If it were me, I would not only save it for the bundles, for the dozer bundles if you hadn't maxed out your land, but I would also go through and look at any landscape that you may want, because like I said, if you are somebody who is wanting to make your city pretty, you guys need to think long term. Water is not cheap in this game, and you need more of it than you realize to make it look pretty. For example, the ponds are 1 key. They cost 1 gold key apiece. And you need a substantial amount of ponds to fill a very small area. The lakes are $40 cash, I believe, or 20. Oh man, now I'm going to want to know. I believe those are 40. Okay. Hang on. These are 60, I think. We're going to go find out right now because that's going to drive me nuts. I think the larger ones are 60. And that being said, and they didn't have the larger lakes when I was building my city. They just recently came out with this, like within the last, I want to say 8 months or so. So consider yourselves blessed, I guess. All right, let's find out. And I hate how you guys can't like tell how much something is unless you have already like purchased it or whatever, you know what I mean to say. All right, yeah, 60 cash. So this one's 60, this one's 40, this one's 1 key. As you can see, this one versus that one. So that one's 4 squares. And this one is 12 by 12. So, I mean, it is worth it. It just kind of depends. But if you are going to want water and a substantial amount of water, that is something that you are going to want to buy before you leave level 18. You're going to want to buy a good amount of it because, like I said, it's expensive and you will need more of it than you realize. Eventually, you plan to unlock regional maps, I'm assuming. You know, maybe way, way, way down the road, but nonetheless, you got to realize once you guys unlock the storage and the dozer at low level, I don't know if you guys realize this, but you guys are going to be way ahead of the game. Okay? Just imagine after a couple months of playing and your storage is max, beach, mountain, land, you got 3 maxes. I mean, we're talking about you guys have just jammed years of gameplay into a couple of weeks. So when you guys want to leave that level, you're going to be way ahead of the game. You're not going to have to worry about all that crap. Basically, all you're really going to be worried about at that point is transforming your homes into epics. And that's just going to be because you ran out of residential buildings that were fully upgraded, so you're upgrading them slowly and then converting them into epics, right? So your production tasks are going to be super easy to do, and you guys aren't really going to have to worry about anything. So, I mean, what's there left to spend cash on, right? If you've already got all the rares and stuff unlocked. And that is going to be making your city pretty. So it is really actually a very good idea to stock up on water. And you can always put it in storage. You can hold more than 9. It will tell you if you hold down the button here. It says I have 101 ponds in storage. And I have 11 of those lakes. And then as you saw, I placed 4 out. Bridges, another thing. These cost cash. They cost a lot of cash. They're super pretty. You are going to want to add them to your layout. I believe this one is keys, not cash. Yeah, keys. This one is Neo coins. This one is keys. This one is keys. This one is plat keys, I believe. The trees cost cash. They're like 10. I think the yellow ones are 10 a piece, and I think these ones are like 8 or 6 a piece. Maybe 4, I don't know. The regional ones are 250 regional coins a piece. Let me get this here. They do go on sale, half off. That's when I decide to go crazy with buying trees, when they're half off. So, okay, these are 10 a piece. These ones I think are 40. Let's see. 30. Okay. So half off 15, half off 5. All right. I know these ones cost more. So yeah, $70 just for that one. This one is 100 cash. And then these ones are 250 regional coins. That being said, if you want your city pretty, you might want to seriously start thinking about buying trees and water at a low level. Do not spend $18 for one camera. It's not worth it, okay? Only do that if you're like one away, you're really hurting for it, and you have been hurting for storage. You just want to get the damn upgrade over with, and you're only 2 away or 3 away, or you know what I mean? Then yeah, that's fine. But if it were me, I really wouldn't spend $500 damn to upgrade once. All right, totally not worth it. Buy those promotion bundles when they pop up. You're going to want to look through each and every one of the buildings that you might consider buying and start thinking, okay, one, you're going to want cash set aside because every couple months, and especially around the holidays, they bring out new promotions, they bring out new stuff, and you're going to want to have that money set aside. For example, these floating lanterns that were in my capital map. I don't think I have any on this map. But anyways, those were pretty spendy when they first came around. I think they were a couple $100 cash, and I bought like 8 or 9 of them because I luckily had that on hand. So go through every specialization category and make sure that you guys are like taking down notes and going, okay, that's a building I'm going to want. So that's the waterfall I'm going to want. That's the trees I'm going to want, and start purchasing all that stuff now so you don't screw yourself later. And that is after the first 2 things. Like I said, make sure that store slots are #1 priority. Once those are done, Maxis, big priority. You are going to want that later. It's a huge help. Just trust me on that, okay? It's going to save you a lot of time rearranging roads to get stuff to fit and whatnot. However many you buy is totally, up to you. I stopped at 3. You know why? I've explained it. And then buying stuff that makes your city look nice, keeping cash on hand for holiday promotions, and there's certain stuff, like certain parks, like this one's 140. The stuff doesn't go on sale all that much. I think I've seen the parks department go on sale, I want to say 6 to 8 times since I've been playing in 4 years. So when they go on sale, you want to really take advantage of that. It's not very often that they do. Just like double epic points. You'll get double point weekend on epics. You're going to want to get as many epics done as you can possibly get done in that category on those weekends, because, I mean, it's awesome. That's why. All right. That being said, I am going to stop talking about that super quick because I want to go ahead and answer a few questions for you guys that you guys had, and I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. All right. First question. And this was in the comments. Will the algorithm change if I max out a specific category, for example? And I'm rewording his question, by the way. He's basically asking if he is maxed out on his storage and his dozer, will the game still show him the same amount of storage and dozer in global, and will they still give him the same amount in the opinion bubbles? Yes, the algorithm is not going to change based off what you have completed. The algorithm only changes based off what you have unlocked. All right. Does Daniel buy war items? Yes, Daniel buys any and all items. When I read EA's message board, according to EA, the way that it works is, if I was to advertise these London hats, they advertise for a total of 12 hours. If I advertise them at least once and nobody buys them within the 12 hours, that Daniel will purchase them around the 24-hour mark. If I do not advertise these and they sit in my depot, that he will purchase them around the 48-hour mark. That is what EA claims. I have never actually really tested it to make sure, but it seems to be fairly accurate. All right, next one. How much does the VU tower cost by the time you have done all the upgrades? All right, the last one is level 18, and get ready for this. 2.1 million is the amount of coins by the time you have fully upgraded your VU tower. For those of you who don't know, when you fully upgrade it, you will receive a little Maxis Man statue. It is very small. It is not the Maxis Man that you see fighting right here in my city. This is not it. This is a totally separate thing. You cannot get this building anymore. It was a CoM CoM building. This is the Maxis Man statue that you will receive when you fully unlock your VU tower. I've said this in my other videos. As you can see, the population boost radius square is actually quite large, and it is a 50% pop boost, and he's worth 3 epic points. So right there it says VU tower level 18. All right. Takes care of that question. Next question. Based off of my level, should I camp at level 10, level 18, or level 24 for CoM/rares? But I know that CoM is not available at level 10. So basically the question is 18 or 24 better? Well, the lower the level, the better, right? So if you have Contest of Mares unlocked at level 18, you have less items unlocked at level 18. Therefore, you're going to have an easier time finding rares, and you're going to have less competition in Contest of Mares. However, if you are trying to get those epics done, it might be wise to go up to level 24. Only proceed past level 18 and to level 24 after you have a minimum of 400 storage, a substantial amount of your map unlocked, if not all of it, and all of your regular residential homes need to be fully upgraded. That way you can convert those into epics. Okay. And I would say, honestly, don't leave level 18 until you have 1 mega at least twice. And that way you're able to get some Maxis Manners in there, get your store slots fully unlocked before you leave level 18. Because, I mean, I'm not saying level 24 is super competitive when it comes to CoM, but they are definitely more competitive than they are at level 18. And the way that you guys do Contest of Mares at low level, you're kind of forced to do it a certain way because you don't have access to all of the assignments. But don't develop bad habits, because you're going to have to tighten the belt once you guys get up the higher levels. How many Maxis Manners can you have on one map? All right, you guys can have a total of 8 throughout every map. That includes all maps. So if you have 8 on one map, that's fine. If you have 2 between each map, that's fine. But either way, you can have a total of 8, and that is it. All right. Should I ignore shipments after I have my VU tower? That is totally up to you, and it depends on what level you are. As you can see, if you're high level, it's going to ask you for high level items, so they may not be worth it to you. So basically, I would check the ship every day, see what it's asking for. If you're okay with what it's asking for and it doesn't seem like it's asking for too much for 1 gold key, then go ahead. But if you think that it's ridiculous because it's asking you for, like, I don't know, 3 regional items and a ton of stuff that's super expensive, then I would say no. I don't do my shipments. They cost too much. I'm level 99, so they're a ripoff. Same with the airport. If you feel that you are getting ripped off, don't do it. Okay? Let's see. I think that just about covers the question, you guys. What is the maximum storage? To my knowledge, it is 800, I think. It was 600 plus 20 per regional map plus temp. I do believe it was increased to 700 plus 20 for regional maps. That brings it up to 800 plus whatever temp storage. It could be higher, I'm not sure, but I do believe that that is what it is. I did try to find something online, and I really couldn't find anything that was relatively new and accurate, and that was even on the EA website. So if any of you know, or you've maxed out your storage, I would actually be curious to have that answer. That way I know. I did read something that said 750. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, but for those of you, if you guys have maxed it out, yeah, please tell me. I would like to know. I think that about covers this video. Hopefully I've helped you guys, but I guess what I'm trying to say is spend your cash wisely, pre-plan, you know what I mean? Plan for the future, that kind of stuff. And you are going to want to seriously consider whatever it is that you want your city to be. You know, don't think, oh, that's so far down the road. No, it's not. It would be if you guys didn't have my advice, but I'm telling you guys, with my advice, you guys are going to fly through this. You guys will be, you will have literally years of progress done in weeks, depending on, you know, how much you grind at it. But basically, you guys, it's not really that far away, you know what I mean? Like, designing your city isn't as far away as you think it might be. So I would definitely start thinking about it. Take screenshots. Always take screenshots anytime you're shopping global. Okay, if you see something cool, screenshot it, because you will forget it. And then that way, when you're designing your city, you have some ideas to fall on. I've had several people copy my city or copy some of my ideas or whatever. So if you guys have any pictures of cool cities, I wouldn't mind seeing them. I do want to do a video on just random cities, but I do need to start taking screenshots myself. So that video won't be out for a while. I know I'm running out of storage space on my phone, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Like I said, like, subscribe, and watch for new content.